Welcome to part 3 of Rewiring the Brain. This is Dr. Shirley Ryan of Conscious Life Institute, and in this video we'll talk about how our thoughts affect living in conscious life and how it relates to the law of attraction. Our human biofield, or electromagnetic energy field, is made up of vibrations of energy that can be measured, so says Stanford University, and we can manage these fields through what we think. As part of the universe, we are a tiny fragment of the energy of flow within the slipstream of consciousness that offers the wisdom of the ages. Dr. Lynn McTaggart calls this flow the field. Rupert Sheldrake calls it morphic resonance, and business refers directly to these behaviors as peak performance or getting your mojo on. But whatever you call it, staying in flow will offer you the wisdom of the ages, pure energy, and self-understanding to create the best life possible for yourself. How do we stay in sync with this value-added energy I call simply flow? Easily, stay in love. Now that's not the painted version that's the focal point of novels, but the deep, quiet, harmonious knowing that all is right with your world. We know we're in flow when we're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing for us. We feel both exhilarated and peaceful, somehow connected to something larger and greater than ourselves. Life becomes rich with meaning, magic, and purpose. We know we're deeply in flow when synchronicity happens spontaneously, when we effect personal change and our biofields seem to retune themselves spontaneously. With these techniques, we not only feel healthier, we also start to feel and look younger. In addition, we become aware that this new state not only feels good, it feels strangely familiar, and we experience this as a return to core self. We know that everything is energy and consciousness is all around us, from the beautiful earth to the water we drink. The late Dr. Masaru Emoto was a leading researcher on the properties of the consciousness of water. He showed us that our thoughts are powerful beyond belief. They are more than neurochemical processes contained in our brains. They have a direct, measurable influence over the outside world. His experiments and beautiful photography are hugely popular in the culture and available online everywhere, so I won't go deeply into these. But as a recap, Dr. Emoto exposed water to music and words, spoken and typed. After it was crystallized through freezing, the water's responses were truly amazing, majestic, and powerful. We have seen consciousness affect the behaviors of quantum objects, the behavior of other people, and even the behavior of electrical currents. Previously, we were taught by society that as long as we keep our thoughts to ourselves and don't act out, that we harm no one. Now, this is not really true because it harms us. This antiquated idea is ignorant of some of the facts we know today. Spawned by current thinking and science, it teaches us that our heart has electromagnetic fields and that our consciousness is connected to all things in existence. If you harm other people, even with thoughts, you harm yourself. So now I'd like to show you how this works. Since I don't have access to a lab, freezers, photographic equipment to replicate Emoto's water crystal theory, I work with his rice theory, easily replicable by all. Even rice is affected by words, and you can find my project on my blog, but don't take my word for it. Let's look at the school science project by Janice and her 8-year-old daughter Chance. Just as our thoughts can change water, it also changes rice. As you can see, it only took 2 weeks to change the rice with negative thoughts, but look also at how ignored rice was affected dramatically. We understand that negative thoughts cause these changes, but what does this tell you about ignored rice? Only the container with positive thoughts responded with clarity and beauty. Given the concept of thoughts on human systems, what might be going on in our bodies and our systems as we respond to the negativity all around and within us? as we don't respond to the things that are important to us, as we don't respond to children that need us. Perhaps we can begin to realize that through the vibrational pull of energy, even when immediate results are invisible to the unaided human eye, there's an effect taking place behind the scenes. When we love our own bodies, they respond. When we love or hate others, it impacts the waves of energy in our communities and ourselves. When we send our love to the earth, she responds. And we have seen on a small scale the proof that water is far from inanimate, but is actually alive and responsive to our every thought and emotion. Perhaps, having seen this, we can begin to understand the awesome power that we possess. Through choosing our thoughts and intentions, we heal the earth and ourselves. Sometimes when we can't see the immediate results of our prayers and affirmations, we think that we've failed. But as we learn through his amazing photographs that thoughts, positive or negative, becomes represented in the physical objects that surround us, we see ourselves as powerful co-creators. When we're tuned in to this way of thinking, we find that life flows as if by magic because we live in the present moment. Once we master staying in the present moment of simple awareness, gratitude, and positive intentions, we feel good about allowing things in. This amazing energy draws things to us easily and effortlessly. Opportunities and synchronicities abound at every turn, and we're guided step by step to make decisions that are in alignment with our soul's truth and destiny, guided by our higher self, by the universe itself. To the channels of our inner noise or negative energy, we find ourselves feeling lost, unhappy, frustrated, and disconnected from that which brings us joy. We attract desires to us how we think differently, and that right thinking promises a magical, magnetic force underlying everything that attracts our desires to us. The truth is that like attracts like, and thoughts in the form of energy or thought forms become the things that we want and need. It's pure science, not magic. Thoughts are the pulsating energy that provides for us, has a frequency that is easily accessible. Thoughts that are manifested with the most passion get manifested consciously or unconsciously, depending. Also, positive people attract other positive people, and the mind shapes that environment for the production of wonderful things. Many people think that the law of attraction, when they want things, money and abundant lifestyles. However, in antiquity, the law of the universe viewed abundance as more than the notion of getting nice things into your life. Just think of this. How happy are we when we have a day where everything goes the way we want? Everything just feels right. Everything moves easily and effortlessly. Relationships feel good. The world looks wonderful. That's pretty nice, isn't it? That said, I do understand that money and things are important, and it's for sure on the forefront of people's minds. I'll begin to paint a picture of how we might bring these desires to us easily and effortlessly. At the very least, bring attention to that which we may need to work on to get more things that you want out of life. As a consciousness coach, I use techniques from various resources to assist others to effect change. Neuroscientists and cognitive behaviorists say that you only have to take the contractions out of your thinking to get what you want. For example, list your desires, look for any don'ts or can'ts, and reframe your thoughts without the contraction. It works if you have the emotions and feelings that pair with it. So, feeling good allows things in, while feeling bad keeps us in a cycle of resistance. Relationships change for the better. Energy flows as we see how powerful we really are. And as we step out of the darker thoughts, we step into the light. Some struggle with the whole idea of rose-colored glasses, but understand positive thinking is deeply connected to the placebo effect. It costs nothing and gives back continuously. Can't get any better than that, folks. The goal is always to make small steps from hot thoughts to cooler thoughts, from the darkest side of the pendulum, getting closer with every step to your goals and the lighter side. You don't have to think positive thoughts about whatever is bothering you. You just have to stop thinking negative thoughts about it. So that's the important tip here is just stop thinking negative thoughts. Working with the logical brain seems practical on the surface, but in truth, it's in constant conflict with creating your new beliefs. Pairing new beliefs using hypnosis is an effective way to sidestep the logical brain. Clear intentions set up a biological response within the brain, an electrical charge that will generate a complementary magnetic charge. So master setting an intention that's clear, build the corresponding good emotions, and your desires can be yours. We act as a placebo maker using our chemical resources to access healing or learning, sending electrical charges to the mind and body, each influencing each other, and aligning in the present moment leads us to the natural states of bliss where we're outside the concept of time, space, and self. So, if your old thinking believes that your desire is impossible or you need to know how it's going to be achieved, then even if the possibility does exist, you won't see it. You can look right past it and not see it. You do, of course, have the power to override this default system of old thinking, and that includes choosing what to attend to and focus on. What you want out of life comes easily when you pair your desire with feeling positive energy and gratitude at the same time, bringing what you want into awareness. Bottom line, what you focus on finds you and manifests what you want when the time is right. The only thing you need to do is get out of your own way to co-create your destiny. This is where hypnosis can help to reframe old beliefs with your more current and sophisticated beliefs of today. Lastly, for this video, purpose is what you say it is. Your mission, whatever you want it to be. The primary aim is to experience love, joy, happiness, laughter, and to use meditation as a tool for your higher self. Slow down and follow your bliss, as Joseph Campbell said so eloquently. See yourself with the good that you deserve. You are a magnificent co-creator, attracting life's experience, collecting data, and deciding what you want to make yours. When you decide that you're going to improve the vibrational relationship of what you want, life changes. By consciously creating what we want, we make a decision on how we want to live the rest of our lives. This is the first step, the decision to live more actively, more aware, co-creating our dreams in collaboration with higher self. This is the conscious life in action.